Hey guys, Odette here. If you don't know who I am one of the media buyers with Merchant Mastery. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to build out a Google search campaign for e-commerce sales. So let's get into it. Okay, so we are at the ads.google.com URL. This is where you're going to register for your Google Ads account. So if you already have one, you can just sign into your Google Ads account. If you don't, you'll have to click Start Now. Before we jump into building out our search campaign that will lead to great sales, I just want to make a note that I recommend you creating a Gmail account so that you can house all your Google services under one Gmail, and it just makes it a lot less messy. As well, I will be using our test account Love Catnip to show you how to build out this search campaign that you can follow for your business. So once you get to this URL, the ads.google.com, you will click Start Now if you do not have a Google Ads account yet. Once you've clicked Start Now, it will bring you to a page like this where it will ask you what your main advertising goal is. And what this is doing is Google is trying to create a smart campaign for you, and you're actually not going to go next. A smart campaign basically is for someone who is very new to advertising and really has no idea what they're doing. So I highly recommend, if you want to see results, just follow along with me, and what you will do is you're going to switch to expert mode. So right here you will see switch to expert mode, and what this will allow you to do is to have more control over your campaigns, and you will see greater results. You will then be led to a page that looks like this, where Google is trying to get you to build out your campaign right off the bat. And so if you don't want to create your campaign off the bat, and we're not going to do that for this video, what you will do is click Create an Account Without a Campaign. And you will click there, and you will be led to an area that looks like this. So this is your main Google dashboard. This is where you will build out all your campaigns and be spending most of your time. I can't remember if Google will get you to fill out your billing right away. They may or may not, and if they don't, you will go here into billing, and this is where you can fill out all your billing details. So there's lots of areas in this sidebar here. That can be for another video in the future, walking you through the steps or the areas of Google. So for now, what we will be doing is building out a new campaign, and we are going to be building out our search campaign. So something to be aware of is how Google works is that there's three parts to this search campaign. So you'll have the campaign level, where you will fill out all your campaign settings, like your location settings and your budget, and then you will go into your ad group level. So that is where you will be filling out your keywords, and then you will go into your ads, and that is where you will build out your ad creative. So you will click here, and it will lead you to build out a new campaign. So you will be brought to a page that looks like this, where Google is prompting you to pick the goal of your campaign. So the different campaigns you can run are sales campaigns, lead campaigns, website traffic campaigns, product and brand consideration campaigns, brand awareness and reach campaigns, app promotion campaigns, and local store visits and promotion campaigns. So for this example, since our Love Catnip account is an e-commerce business, we are going to focus on getting sales. So for our objective, we will be choosing sales, and we are building out a search campaign. If you're just starting with Google Ads, I highly recommend following this and clicking the search campaign. So now it's asking, select the ways you'd like to reach your goal. So the way we want to reach our goal would be website visits. Then we will put our business URL in here. And click Continue. So you will show up to a page that looks like this. This is where we are going to fill out our campaign details. So we will start by filling out our campaign name. So I'm just going to name it our agency, the sales objective, and a search campaign. For networks, we are going to uncheck these as we are going to focus on showing up mainly on Google. As you become more advanced, you can experiment with showing up on different networks if it's fit for your business. But for this example, we are going to uncheck them for the best results. When you click Show More Settings, this is where you can schedule your campaign, start it immediately, and even select an end date. For this example, we are just going to get it to start immediately. You can leave these blank. If you would like to schedule your ads on specific days, you can also do that in here. For this example, we are just going to leave it blank as we'd like it to be broad, but if you have a specific time you'd like your ads to show up, this is where you would do it. Then you can scroll down. This is where you will select your location settings. So for our account, Love Catnip, they only ship to Canada, so we are only going to market in Canada. However, you can choose the location settings that work for your business. Then when you click Location Options, I highly recommend changing it from the first option to the second option so that people in and regularly in your targeted locations are going to be the ones who see your ads. Then you can scroll down to Languages. I am going to leave it on English. This is where you can choose the language that you know your users are using their interface in. So in Canada, mainly people are browsing through an English interface, and so this is what I'm going to leave it here as, English. In audiences, we are going to leave this blank. This is where it can be a bit more advanced. So if you're building out custom audiences and remarketing lists, this is where you can do it in your audience manager and as well browse for your custom lists. So if you like step-by-step tutorials that are more advanced, definitely check out our merchant mastery courses in the description because we walk you through exactly how to set up very powerful audiences for Google. But for now, we are going to leave this blank for this example. Then you can scroll down to your budget and bidding. For your budget, for this, I'm going to set it for a $15 budget. If you're confused about where you should start for your budget, obviously the more you spend on your budget, the more you can test faster. But if you're just testing the waters, you can start out with a smaller budget between $10 to $30. Or if you have a higher cost item, you may want to go more. But for this example, I'm going to set it to $15 a day. For bidding, we are going to focus on conversions and maximizing conversions. So once we get some data, then we can maybe change our bidding structure to setting a target cost per action. But just to get some results and some data, I recommend having it focused on conversions. So then you can click on Show More Settings. For conversions, I'm leaving it set to account level conversions as we have all our conversions set up in our conversion tracking. And if you don't know how to do that, make sure you check out our Merchant Mastery courses where we show you exactly how to set up all the conversions you need for your Google tracking. For ad rotation, we are just going to leave it to prefer best performing ads for this example, but as you become more advanced, you can play around with having more control over this. For your ad extensions, I'm not going to go over that in this video. That would be a topic for another video, and if you'd like to see that, make sure you comment down below. That would be a whole nother video where I can show you how to build out your extensions for your account. So for now, you can just leave that blank and click Save and Continue. So then you'll be led to a page that looks like this, and this is where you are going to be building out all your ad groups so that you can show up for those keywords that you're bidding for. So taking a look at this screen, Google automatically populates keywords that it thinks is relevant to your business by scanning your business online. So there's different ways to go about this for your keyword research. So if you want to take more time and definitely look into keywords that you want to bid on, you're going to want to use the keyword planner. So that will be in your tools and settings. You'll click tools and settings, and then you can right click your keyword planner and open link in new window. So here is what the keyword planner looks like. This is an area that you may want to take more time to really do your research about the keywords you want to bid on. So this is where you would do it. You can click into discovering new keywords, and you can put your website in to see what keywords pop up, like it kind of did for you in your ad group, or you can start with keywords that you specifically want to show up for. So for example, for our account that sells catnip, I might want to see what pops up when I type in catnip for cats. And I have my location set to Canada, and we can see what results we get with this. So as you can see, I can see the keyword that I searched in my results, as well as the keywords surrounding that long tail keyword. So I can see that on average, this keyword catnip for cats is being searched 880 times on average per month. So I can take a look around here. I can see the top of page bid range and seeing the cost for that, and the high point to be at the top of the page, and I can go and do my keyword research and see where I may want to bid on. So this is a great place to really take some time and look at the keywords you may want to use for your ad groups. Just jumping back into our ad group, you can have the choice to take those keywords that you did all your research for and then build out your ad groups. That is what I do and what I recommend. However, you can also pull keywords that Google populated for you in here. You can also delete these keywords and make your own. You can also search your keyword in here and Google will auto-populate it for you to get keywords. However, like I said, I highly recommend doing that keyword research because you can see exactly how often that keyword is being searched and how competitive the keyword may be. So for this example, I'm just going to build out my first ad group, and we're going to just have a couple of keywords in here that are going to focus on the catnip. So I might use catnip, catnip for cats, best catnip. And so when you're building out your keywords, just keep in mind, and this will help you to be able to build out each ad group, that when you are building out each ad group, this is an audience who's going to be searching for these exact keywords, that you will have curated ads for these exact keywords. So for this example, we're just going to have these keywords here, and now I can name my ad group. So I like to name my ad group with something related with my keywords. So for this one, I'll just name it catnip for cats. And then this is where you can also choose then to build out your different ad groups for different keywords that you would want to bid on. So for example, for this catnip company, they also sell catnip toys. So I would want to separate that out into another ad group so that I could have separate ads that would show up for those keywords. So I would name this as catnip toys. And here I would put keywords related to catnip toys so that I can have my ads very specific to what they're searching. So I might do best catnip toys, top cat toys. And so this is how you would build out each ad group for your business. So something else to keep aware of is now you will have different match types that will trigger your ads. So you'll have the choice of a broad match, a phrase match, and an exact match. So here are Google's definition of the keyword match types. So for broad match, they define it as ads that may show on searches that relate to your keyword. So for example, lawn aeration prices, they will show your ad to things that relate to your keyword, and that is called loose matching. So it may show, your ad may show up to people where it is not as relevant. Going into phrase match, this is where your ads will show on searches that include the meaning of your word. So for example, lawn mowing service near me, hire company to mow lawn, landscaping service to cut grass. And this would be called moderate matching. For exact match, you would have your ad being shown on searches that are the same meaning as your keyword, so lawn mowing service and grass cutting service, and this would be called tight matching. So I have put all my keywords as a phrase match. I typically like to start there, and then as I gather data, I will make adjustments. So after I have built out my ad groups, I can then verify that everything is correct, and I will click Save and Continue. So you will be brought to a page that looks like this. This is where you will build out all your ads for those ad groups that you just made. As you can see, Google has populated an ad for you. For time purposes, I'm not going to go over Google Creative in this video. That will be a video for the future. However, I do recommend building out and starting with 3 text ads of different variations that have those strong keywords that you used in your ad groups. As you become more advanced, you can take those strong text ads and build them out into responsive search ads. So after you build out your 3 text ads for each of your ad groups, you can then scroll down and click Save and Continue. So you will be led to a page that looks like this, where Google is telling you that your campaign is ready to be published. And once you look over everything and everything's good to go, you can just click Publish and your campaign will be live. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to build out a Google search campaign for e-commerce stores. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As well, if you have any questions at all, make sure you leave them in the comments. Also, if you are looking to become more advanced and want to have one-on-one coaching, make sure you check out our amazing Merchant Mastery courses in the description below.